Starting? Okay. Been having problems with this thing. Been trying to figure out how to do this because I'm multi-streaming tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am JT Vega, host of this show. In case you're wondering, I'm trying to figure out how to use this OBS thing. I managed to get a add-on that is so good. I can't believe I watched this. So, I'm going to go ahead and discuss an anime which came out on Netflix. So yeah, it's pretty much a good show. I'm going to go ahead and discuss some anime. And I know most people don't like me. I had to go in through this whole process of elimination. I'm trying to get this thing done right. So, excuse me for one moment. I got to go fix this. This whole thing. Alright, let me go ahead and go into the black screen of death here. I know most people don't like the black screen of death, but I have to because it's a little bit of an issue here. Doesn't matter. Go into this. There we go. Now, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and... yeah, good. I got it. Yeah, let me get this chicken sandwich going. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta eat this chicken sandwich for a moment. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Good. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get that chicken sandwich going. Yeah. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Yeah. Gotta get some porn music going. Like I don't know. Let me look up some songs here. Let me try something here. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah. Chicken sandwich. Yeah. Chicken sandwich. Yeah.
How can we pay you?
Yes, chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich, guys. Yeah. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich, guys. Chicken sandwich, yeah. Chicken sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Chicken sandwich, guys. Chicken sandwich. So anyways, how's it going, guys? Gonna go ahead and good. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich is good. Yeah, it's a chicken sandwich. It's a chicken sandwich. Yeah. Might as well go ahead and finish this up. Okay. Good. How to get the chicken sandwich going. I know you guys don't like the chicken sandwich, but I had to get the chicken sandwich going. So how's it going, everybody? I'm online, just trying to have some fun, trying to do things just to relax. I know this is kind of a show. We're just discussing about an anime, specifically this new Gundam anime on Netflix, which is called Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. It's pretty much a good anime, I gotta say. I was looking up the anime itself. Gotta say it was not bad. Considering story-wise, it was set up to be a little bit of the horrors of war type of storyline. Considering that the main protagonist is a woman, I didn't really have an issue with her as a character. I know most people didn't like her hairstyle, specifically because of the fact you have these characters in the Gundam series that are totally different. But this character, you'd be surprised, her background was a mother. So let me go ahead and look up her name for a moment, because I had to look into it. Because even though I'm not a very big Gundam fan. I know most people think I am. I am. I do like old animes. I do like to watch the original Gundam. I did watch the movies back when it was on VHS. I did watch all three of them, and I wanted to get the Blu-rays, but man, they cost a lot of money. And I mean, they cost a lot of money because it goes back into the Universal Century storyline of where they go into the whole aspect of Odessa of a different, because considering that this is a side story and this was made specifically because of the fact that you may have heard of another series called Mobile Suit Gundam Iglo. If I remember correctly, that was the anime that they did. I know most people have talked about Iglo and compare it to that one series, but I can see why, because Iglo was actually like different storylines that were kind of like the horrors of war type of storyline. It linked to that storyline too. Mobile Suit Gundam Iglo was kind of like the horrors stories of the 1 year war. That was basically what it was, and it also involves this one too. A lot of people kind of had to show that. If I remember correctly, yeah, IG Glue, which was kind of the series that and I watched like the hidden 1 year war stories, and it was actually a pretty good series because it showed the Zeonic side, and also it showed kind of like the storylines between both sides. It was they had like 3 episode ovas basically telling you stories, and it wasn't just that series, it was also another series after that, and it was actually a pretty good series that featured a lot of animes, and I actually really did like the 1 year war series that they did. They were all OVA based series that they did. Like they did they had like the first 2 chapters of it, like the Mobile Suit Gundam Iglo, the hidden 1 year war story, Mobile Suit Gundam MS Iglo Apocalypse 0079. Even though they were based on mangas, they were 3D animated. They actually had like, let me see, let's see, 1, 2, 3 animated movies. And of course, what relates to it right now is there was also Gravity Front, which goes into the aspect of space. And they were definitely sad stories, but they were also good stories too. Watching that series was actually pretty good, but it also links to Gundam Requiem. It kind of does link to Gravity Requiem with the whole Odessa story, because it kind of does. And they kind of, I'm not going to spoil anything because I don't want to, spoil what happens in this anime. Because I know most people have not watched this anime. And keep in mind, I think it was actually a really good anime. Now, the reason why I called it the anime is because it's like the anime. Yes, it's that anime. I would put it on DAT, but it's just kind of what it is. But yeah. Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to, start a war with anybody or anything like that. That's kind of how it is. I know most people don't really care to watch this podcast. I just do this for fun. I know most people like anime, but I only do this every Thursday night. I do this at the time of California time, Pacific Standard Time, because I live up in Washington. I don't really care to move anywhere else because of the fact that I get a lot of opportunities up here when I work up here. It's not really great opportunities, but it's a start for me because I grew up living in Texas in a small town known as Killeen, Texas. That's just my life story right there. Didn't like it. Moved up to the colonies. That's what I'm doing. That's my life story. I'm sticking to it. moved up to the colonies and got the hell out. So that's pretty much what's going on with this series, because it kind of does link to 0070, 0083, Stardust Memory, because there was the African front there too. So that's a little bit of a spoiler right there for you guys, to give you a hint of what's going on with this anime of Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. This anime is actually pretty good, because the company that did this, the studio that did this, was Sunrise, and I know that this was written by, let me look it up, because I know they have Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, because I had to look this up, because I'm going to have to look this up, because this is all sudden, because I had to make a, I'm sorry that I was misinformed on this Let me see. Let's see if I can look this up. Here it is. Now, this was done by, let's see, directed by, but who wrote this though? Who wrote this story? The thing is, like, who wrote this series? The cast is kind of like a little bit up to date, but I gotta look this up, because who wrote this story was kind of, I wonder if it's the same people who did MS Igloo, because it's kind of a big deal. Okay, so they only have Gavin Hinheit, which isn't a Japanese writer, but I gotta give him props, because he made a good story. Keep in mind, the second production done entirely by computer animation with MS Mobile Suit Gundam. The first animated series of Epic Games Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, so executive producer by Gavin Hinheit, directed by SMS Producer, which is kind of a big surprise, with mecha designer Kimisho Yame, which I gotta say he did an okay job with the mecha designs. For those who don't know, he worked on a lot of other shows. He did have some experience. He did Cowboy Bebop. He did Vision of Escaloni. He did a couple of series with a lot of things. So it's no big deal. He has done animes before. He has done Kashan for Tetsunoko Productions. He has a history. He has done a lot of other. And he also helped out with Shinichiro Watanabe's animes. Let's see, what else did he do? He did Mobile Suit Gundam G Fighter. And I actually did like the anime called, 3-1... no, that's not it. That's not the other one. Gento-sama, Infinite Reviews, so it's just kind of an Overmind King Geiner. Like, he did a lot of like, he even did Starship Operations, Tide Blue Line, which I actually did watch that series. It's actually pretty good. Galaxy Angel 2, Yurgo Proxy, he did that one. He did Kishin Tenshin Gigantic Formula. He did Eureka 7, AO. He did that one. Battleship Yamamoto, Gundam Logistic NG. But his best known work was Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway's Flash, which I'm still waiting for the second. I know there's like 3 books for it, because this is based on a novel series. I'm still waiting for that, for another movie to come out, because I know Hathaway's Flash is a 3-part movie. It's based on a novel series, and I know there's 3 parts, and they still haven't gotten, he still hasn't, they haven't caught him yet. I'm not going to give you guys the spoilers for that one because there is going to be a spoiler for that anime. That's not the true ending of Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway's Flash when he started to rebel, because I know Hathaway was a rebellious kid. He was really not happy with his father for what happened during the Char's counterattack. So yeah, I know what's going on. I actually know some people that told me this in the Gundam fandom in the past. They told me that in the end, Hathaway will suffer the consequences. Mobile Suit Gundam Cruising Dozen's Island, he did that one. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom! And he also did Bubble Crisis. Man, this guy has a history of this. Kimisitoshi. Kim Itoshi. Kimotoshi Yamane. Yamane. Yeah, Kimotoshi Yamane, that's his name. That's the guy who designed the mecha designs for this one, for the movie, for the Gundam series that I'm about to talk about. I'm sorry if I'm miswording everything. So I'm just trying to, communicate with you guys what's going on. Oh boy. I'm not doing anything. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this, because I know that most people are talking about this anime. Keep in mind, this is a new production company that did this. Sunrise and Safe House, which Safe House and Sunrise is... I'm surprised Sunrise is still around, because this anime project was... which is no longer Sunrise. It's under the new banner, Bandai Namco Filmworks Inc., which is no longer formerly known as Sunrise. And the studio that did this, they did a great job with this animation. I'm not a big fan of 3D animation like this, because I know when I watched it, Mobile Suit Gundam Iglo, it was okay. It wasn't the best, but I could see that they wanted to make this into a big deal. This is like the first time they made a series out of this with a European audience in mind, defending the European front against the Earth Federation forces. This is not the first time there was a production with a multicast of international people doing a Japanese IP. You may recall one anime that was done, which I'm not going to name. You need to guess it for yourselves, guys, because you guys never bothered to tell anybody about this. After watching this it just took me about weeks, because keep in mind, guys, I was working a lot, and I didn't get much time to watch or game as much as I usually do, because the job that I'm at, it just takes a lot out of me. And I watched this anime, and I watched it, and I was like, this is okay. This is actually a pretty good show so far after watching this anime. Surprisingly, this anime has a good story. It involves it follows this protagonist named Ari Solora, a principality senior pilot leader of the Red Wolves, the mobile suit team who is tasked with defending the European front against the Federation forces and efforts to reclaim the area. Keep in mind, they didn't reclaim it. They lost against one mobile suit. Actually, it turns out there's multiple mobile suits, because keep in mind, this is a side story that involves a mobile suit known as Gundam. And most people were kind of comparing this Gundam to the Easy 8 Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS-18. If you're not familiar with that anime, it was made in the mid-2000s. And I remember watching it. I went to an anime convention back in the early 2000s, and watching that first episode was like, I was hooked with it. It was actually a pretty good series, and I wanted to buy the DVD, but it turned out that anime wasn't released yet at the time. And I watched it at a convention, and I was like, damn, I wanted to buy that anime so badly. It was a good anime. and I bought the first disc weeks later when they actually it was like months later when they released it. When they finally released that anime, I bought the anime, watched it, loved it. It was a great series. It was on Cartoon Network, and I remember watching this anime when it first came out on on DVD when it came out, and people were comparing the mobile suit, which was called Gundam EX, which is Gundam Extra as they call it. The Gundam EX was kind of a scary looking. It's supposed to be scary looking. Like I'm going to show you what the Gundam AX GE, which is they call it. This is the mobile suit in question. I'm going to show you guys. So let me go ahead and see if I can get that done. Let me see if I can get it done. See if I can get it done. Let me see. Okay, let me go ahead and try this again. Sorry, but I'll show you. This is what it looks like. This is the EXG that supposed to be imitating mobile suit that came out. This was the EXG, and I'm sorry if I can't really get you guys a good look at it, but this is what it looks like. Definitely, it was trying to be an imitation of Gundam, but it isn't. It was just a prototype. Keep in mind, this is a prototype Gundam, but it was taking a lot of shots and a lot of hits, and it was still moving. It was supposed to be a monstrosity of the Gundam itself, and it definitely had a lot of good qualities to it based on the storyline. It was an intimidating mobile suit. It managed to evade. Even though it gets hit a lot in the series, it's supposed to because of its armor. It was like one of the state-of-the-art mobile suits that they made, and I was kind of surprised by this because this thing actually had a head cannon on there, but really the it was supposed to have like a head cannon on the top of its head, but you can see right here that it had like a gun. It had like a mini like that's not a you can see right here by its designs, the original design mecha that they did. Originally they wanted to make this is like the concepts that they did, but you can tell like right here that it had like this minigun, which was the mounted on the shoulder, which kind of was bad. It looked badass looking at this whole thing. You can see right here that minigun right there. That's what it looks like. And it was an intimidating mobile suit. It was a very intimidating mobile suit that managed to take out a lot of mobile suits during the campaign. And of course the Xeon failed because why else? Because they were dealing with not just, they also featured a GM mobile suit in that series, but of course the antagonist was trying to survive and escape this thing because this thing was a monster. It managed to kill a bunch of enemies, and you find out that the pilot of this mobile suit is a kid who happens to have these new type, like, and they even bring up the new type stuff, the new type abilities. And the weird thing is it had like extra like beam swords. And keep in mind, this is I believe this is a prototype mobile suit that they were trying to develop for since this was like a really monstrous mobile suit, and it was like taking a lot of hits too. It was taking a lot of hits. The shields, I was surprised by it. Watching this anime, it took a lot of shits, and of course this was meant to be a dangerous mobile suit, a formidable mobile suit against the Xeon. And of course it kept killing and murdering everyone. And people were bringing up this stuff because this anime is a very dark story. And keep in mind, they couldn't stop this. They couldn't kill it. They could not even try anything until the very end of the series. You'll find out what happens, and you'll probably be disappointed. But I'm not going to mention what happens because it is a touching story, but at the same time scary. Watching this anime, and I was watching this. How's it going? Watching Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. I gotta say, it's not a bad anime. Considering how good it was, they mentioned that it has a head autocannon, which is actually not true. It's a shoulder. They should try to correct it right now because that is a shoulder based autocannon, but because it actually has a shot of it's actually because they mentioned head autocannon, but it's not a head autocannon. It's the forefront of the shoulder. Because it's shooting out of it's coming from out of the back to the shoulder to shoot out the thing like a minigun. It was like a minigun that actually had like I don't know what type of millimeter it was, but it was like it could take out a tank. It could take out a bunch of Zaku's, that's for sure. Watching this anime, it is a definitely good scary anime because it tried to make Gundam into a villainous type of mobile suit that it showed in the storyline that they were trying to portray Gundam as this villainous person. But you have to understand, the Zeon weren't bad people, but they had leaders that were really bad and ambitious about trying to take on the planet for themselves, for personal reasons, for resources and other stuff. It was interesting enough that this anime kind of showed like the horrors of war, the horrors of what both sides had done, especially in Igalo. It did that too. And watching that anime, it was definitely a good anime for what it's worth. It's not an anime. It's like a CGI anime. I call it a CGI because it's made in Japan, but it's not made by the Japanese. Considering that, according to Gundam Vengeance, you can see right here that this is made by Gavin Heinlein, if I pronounce his name right. He managed to write the story. And we can look up his background here. This is the guy who did this. He's part of Mystic Comics Patrol. You can tell he's a Sentai fan. Like, he did this. I'm not joking. This is the guy who wrote this. I'm not joking. This is the guy who wrote this. This is from 2017. A comedy sci-fi adventure PSA video exclusive. It's like a web series. This is how this guy got into writing this. Gavin Heinlein is a television writer and producer. Credits include Tekken, Bloodline, Transformers was for Cybertron, Star Wars Resistance, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2012, and more. And this is the guy who did this show. He did the Lego Marvel stuff. He did the Jar Carpenter's Night. He did a couple of TV shows. And you can tell by his biography that he did this show for a reason. You can tell he did a lot of research, somewhat researched a lot of things with the Gundam series, and he definitely showed the dark side of what they had to go through with the Gundam series. And keep in mind, this is the Gavin guy who wrote this series. And I had to correct myself on this because I make mistakes too. Yeah, I'm streaming on multiple platforms, as you can see. As you can see, I'm streaming like on multiple platforms, Twitch. Um, you can see I'm just streaming. So how's it going, everybody? Yeah, I'm trying to wait for my best buds to show up, but I don't know if they're gonna come in. Because this is ridiculous. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I'm doing. If you want to get onto the Discord and start saying stuff, go ahead. I don't mind. So this is kind of the thing. This is the guy who wrote the Gundam TV show. And I don't really think badly of this guy. I understand that he's a writer. He did a good job telling us a good story. Considering his story about Gundam Vengeance, I think he kind of did touch a lot of stuff that happened in the storyline. But when you see the ending of the story, I think he kind of showed the horrors of war type of storyline for it. He did a good job telling this story. But, you know, and I know most people were kind of criticizing the haircuts and everything. I know people did not like the story. Criticizing, like, the hairstyles in Gundam Vengeance. I think it was a good story. I don't think it's a bad series, because it was a web series that was done because I know people were criticizing this girl, this character. I have to say, she was an interesting character. She was just a tank battalion, you know, armored division type of woman who carried a weapon around. She was actually a really good, interesting character, despite the dragon tattoos, as I call it, the tattoos all over her body. She may look it, but she was fighting for her life out there. Especially when you see the Zaku Red Wolf that they did for it. Yes, I'm 16. Except I'm confirm my choices. All right. Because
close. Not like this.
But the Principality of Zeon!
And this does link to MS8 team, by the way, because it does have a character from the MS8 team who is in the Zeon side. I'm not going to give you guys spoilers for this, because it definitely does have a link to MS8 team. Watching this anime, because I forgot to mention this, because a lot of people brought up the anime itself. If you ever watch MS8 team, I highly recommend it, because you'll see a character from that show in this series in MS8 team. It is definitely a good series, but you may not like the ending, because the ending's kind of how do you say it? Not the best ending ever made. And looking at the characters and everything, like it was definitely an okay series, but everyone kept criticizing the lead protagonist of this movie because of the haircut that she had. Because of the side, like every woman who has like the side, I forgot what they called, the lazy punk hairstyle, and she had that lazy punk hairstyle. Like they were definitely criticizing her haircut. I didn't have a problem with it. I understand that she kind of procured all these scars and everything, but when you watch this anime, it's definitely an okay anime despite the storyline. Her story was kind of interesting, because her husband used to be symphony musicians. They played she played, I believe, the cello, and her husband played the violin. And it was actually a really interesting story because it was a story about a woman who basically wants to get back. Even though the fighting was hectic, she kind of ended up in the spoilers. I'm not going to mention these spoilers, but it does link into Gundam 0083 because the African front is kind of what was going on. And now, watching this anime, I gotta say this was definitely a good anime. Watching this, despite the fact I'm not a big fan of the, because it seems like they always put female, like the whole stereotype of the females with side punk haircuts like that. People were criticizing that. At first, they were like, "Okay, this is definitely not a good look," but you can see like they had like a different casted diverse characters, and they weren't bad characters. Like, I didn't have a problem with diverse characters, but when it came down to it, despite it was a good story. They told a really good story that basically was about survival, wasn't about vengeance or anything. They were trying to survive. Because they were dealing with an enemy that was very strong and very formidable, to the point that they were fighting for their lives against a monstrous mobile suit known as Gundam. That was the whole point of the story. But it also linked to Odessa, where they were Zeon were trying to escape because they wanted to get out of there. They wanted to leave. They didn't care about. They had to leave because it was getting too hectic. They weren't winning. That was their that was their operation to get out of there, because the war was getting. They were on a losing battle. They knew that. They knew this was going to be tough and difficult. And the funny thing about that anime was, I did like sort of Zaku, because it was a very awesome Zaku, and they modified this Zaku to try to, because they had to put scrap together in order to rebuild it to fight against that Gundam. And it was definitely a really good story, as I did like it. It's definitely a really good story to watch, because it had people that were trying to survive. That was the whole point of it. And you can see right here, they had to use tank treads on this one. Yeah, but originally that was what they were dealing with, fighting the mobile suit, because they had to use like this ghetto ass, like they had to use all these mobile suits just to survive. They had to scrap together a bunch of mobile suits just to fight this thing. But that beam gun was managed to take out a whole bunch of enemies. And I really did like this anime, because it was actually a pretty good anime for what it's worth to watch. It wasn't bad, although I didn't like the ending. I still give it an 8 out of 10. That's pretty much what I will say. It is definitely a good story to tell. That's my final thing. But if anybody else wants to put in their 2 cents, go ahead and say what you have to say. I like to listen to what you got to say about it, and I'll listen to it. If you guys say it sucks, that's fine. You have an opinion. But I think it's kind of like, it's not the best anime, but definitely it's not anime. I'm just saying that I need to correct myself on that one. It's not an anime. It's a 3D animated series, like an OVA series, because it's 6 episodes. And watching those 6 episodes, I didn't have a problem with it. The cast was okay. I watched this in Japanese. Didn't think it was bad. I know that the casting was definitely, even though, yeah, I'll admit it was diverse, but it wasn't that bad. They tried to tell a story that was simple. They weren't trying to, I know most people didn't like the haircut. I know they didn't like the girl with the dragon tattoos. But when you look at these characters, you'd be surprised what they are. It was definitely good. It was definitely a good storyline to watch because it involves Gundam MS-18, because you'll see some Easter eggs in there. You'll see a character that pops up from Gundam MS-18 who happens to be on the Xeon side, which I'll give you. That's the spoiler right there. It does have links to it does have links to the Odessa operation, which the Xeon had to leave. It does link to that, and it also links to Gundam 0083 with the African front, which I'll give you the spoiler. I'm not going to mention the other thing that happened in that movie, because that was the ending that I was disappointed by. The parts of the ending. She survives, but she ends up in the African front, which involves 0083. And I gotta say, it's not a bad end. It's not the best ending, but I kind of accepted it. It was okay. I think it was a really good 3D animated movie. Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, I give it, like I said, an 8 out of 10. Definitely a good story. The cast and characters were pretty good. It was a dark movie. It was a dark TV series, but definitely good to watch. Sorry. It was definitely good to watch. I liked it. I know most people didn't like the girl with the dragon tattoos. But on that was like the biggest criticism of the anime, was the girl with the dragon tattoos. Looking at her character, she was a part of the armor division, and she was basically playing like a guard. Like, that's what she was doing. She was just playing a guard, playing a person that was trying to protect people. It was definitely a good series. The cast and characters were okay. It wasn't like they were like doing this whole showing who they were. They did show one of the main protagonists' backgrounds, which I kind of had to wonder about. She was basically a violinist or cello player that loved playing in the symphony. And her husband died during that one war that happened, and it was an interesting TV series. They could have made this into a movie, but I understand they had to make this into an OVA series because it does fit well as an OVA series. And other than that, that's my final verdict on this one. If anyone else likes to chime in on this, go ahead and say it. I'm listening to you guys. I like to hear from you guys, because I know most people don't like my opinion, and I would like to hear everyone else's opinion on this anime. It's like, I definitely would say Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, I would say I give it an 8 out of 10, because why not? Because it's okay. Let's see, is that guy that did the loopy one? Let me check. Kim Yadomi. Ken Yadomi is known for Ghost in the Shell. Oh, okay, so he's the producer for Ghost in the Shell 1995, Ninja Scroll 1993, Ghost in the Shell. Okay, so this is the guy that is producing the anime. Because I'm looking up this stuff because I'm surprised that this is the producer. Directed by a French director. Okay, let's look at this. Okay. Film writer. Best known for Lord Inquisition, Seed of Ambition, Origin Zero, Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Okay, so let's look at this guy and see who he is and what movies did he do. Okay, oh, this is the guy who did Altered Carbon Resleeve. I saw this before. Not really familiar. Lord Inquisitor, Seed of Ambition. Okay, so he did a short film that was basically... So people did like that one. Origin Zero, the TV miniseries director. and it's still ongoing. And he did he do Austrades? I don't know. Let's check. Did he do Austrades? Because I know Austrades was another one. So he basically did a couple of 3D animated. He directed only a few animated movies, but he did a good job with it, directing the way it was. And this is Emerson Brosado. I can't pronounce his name. Emerus. Emerus. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name pretty well. There's a lot of names I can't pronounce very well, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many people. Like, this is they got Wilbur Roger II. Like, he did a good job with the sound quality and everything. This is like a really good animated series. The series is led by Australian actress Celia McGushingham, the main protagonist. She performed the motion capture for the animation. So let's look her up for a moment, because I'm kind of curious who this chick is. It's like, she's not bad looking. I gotta admit, she does have that. She's not bad looking. Like, they used her for the series. It's hard for me to believe it. Yeah, so yeah, this is the privilege of being part of the Gundam universe as Captain Irisura. Mind-blowing experience work, motion capture, voice capture, unbelievable team people. Gundam Requiem for Vengeance will stream worldwide in 2024, exclusive on Netflix. So yeah, she did this, and she went out of her way to have fun. She has a cute face. I'm not going to deny it. She does have a cute face. I know that she did the SAG-AFTRA strikes, but she went to Toho Studios. Wow. Yeah, so this is... she does have the Hepburn face. The Audrey Hepburn face. She does have that face. Somewhat, but not really. Like, she's kind of like, she kind of has that professional model thing, but she's like the Audio Sevilla Management, Commercial Bi-Coastal Management, U.S. Framework Collective. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Because by the looks of her, she does have that model face. You can tell by her face that she has done this stuff before. She does have that professional model face. But other than that, I didn't have a problem with her. She definitely does have a really good setup for her face and everything. Because I'm not going to judge her. She definitely did the role pretty well. Main is performed by motion capture for the animation. So, yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to be expecting. If you want to follow her, Celia Massingham is really interesting. Massingham. If I pronounce it correctly, I apologize. Massingham. Celia Massingham, that's her name. This is the actress that did Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Because I'm looking at the information here so that you guys can follow this woman, because this is the woman that did the series, so I'm going to follow her, because she did do the series, by the way. Congratulations to her. Wish her the best. So yeah, this is kind of what's going on. All right, let's see here. Man, I don't even know what my friends are up to. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of a commercial here. So you guys take care. Hold on. I don't get why. I played Baldur's Gate 1. I think I played the first one and part 2. Yes, part 2 was really awesome. I really did enjoy it. That's what introduced me to Baldur's Gate. But sadly, you know, part 3 is going to be interesting enough because everybody's laughing at what happened. Because apparently you can have gay sex with bears. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They introduced a new sexuality into the game, which kind of involves bestiality with having sex with a homosexual bear. That's right. That's what they're trying to do. I can't help but laugh at this shit. This is pure comedy because you just not only introduced it into the game a furry fetish. You just kind of turn it into a stereotype. At the same time, people are laughing at this stereotype that you guys are fetishizing. You don't realize this. You game developers are crazy.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I put my balls in your jaws? Oh! Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I?
Shark, shit, piss, goddammit, anime VTuber, fuck!
Whatever you do, children, don't suck dick for a PlayStation 5. You'll regret it. I mean it. This is a PSA.
You've done well so far, but up until now, I've only been using a mere 5% of my power. Now let's see how well you fare against my Biden blast!
That freak! I can't even pick myself up and we haven't even put a dent in him! Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Alright, I'm back. So, how's it going, everybody? What you been up to? Oh, boy. I don't know what's going on, but my bandwidth is killing me. The bandwidth is killing me. So, what are you guys up to now? Right now, there's a lot of things going on, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do. Been trying to, do my thing. Lately, I've been trying to figure out some news. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out something here. Alright. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. So how's it going? Everything fine? Do you want me to serve you some cheese or something? Like, I don't know. You tell me. How's it going? Let me see if I can do something here. Oh, I was just drinking some Diet Zero. No, not Diet Zero. It's just Coca-Cola called with zero sugar. Trying to cut down on the sugar, but unfortunately, it tastes so damn good. I'm addicted to it. So, anyways, let's look at the news. Let me go to Twitch. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh yeah, that reminds me. That reminds me. A lot of people are talking about the censorship thing in China. I don't know if it's true. This is actually what's going on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. All right, let me go ahead and try to figure this out. There we go. Yeah, the censorship in China. You can see right here they censored out some things. You can tell the outfit and everything. Originally, that wasn't what it was. Now, people are joking around about this because it's freaking hilarious. Like, people were like literally showing images. The Billy version. So yeah, the censorship of that anime. Like, people are literally joking around about it. Like, Granny is kind of hot though. I'm not gonna lie, in the anime she was hot, and you can tell that the Billy version she has a candy lollipop cigarette. They removed it, and you can tell that they had to censor that the outfit in question. People are laughing about this because it is hilarious, and people were just like making fun of it. It is definitely a great anime. And people are calling the grandma the gilf. They really want to bang that old lady in the anime. Close enough. Welcome to back, 4Kids. Oh, the return of 4Kids is in China. The 4Kids version is in China. I don't blame the Chinese, but I understand. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Welcome back, 4Kids Sanji. Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize what they did in the edited version of it. Yeah, because the original Toei Animation, because in the U.S., for those who don't know, they have this issue with cigarettes, and they're trying to limit the sales of cigarettes towards children, so they had to censor out cigarettes so that cartoons won't influence kids to smoke. That's kind of the thing that they're funding and paying companies not to, paying production companies to not show cigarettes in movies or television shows, especially animated shows. So yeah, that's kind of what people are joking about, the 4Kids stuff that the Chinese are doing. Welcome back, 4Kids. And yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That's what they're doing. Oh boy, that's hilarious, right? That's hilarious. All right, let me go back to yeah, there we go. All right, so all right, let me see. Oh yeah, this is news to me. I know most people don't like this show, but I guess I better go ahead and show you guys because it's kind of funny because at the same time they're trying to promote Venom, the new Venom film, and they're using Brave Run. Yeah, Brave Run. That's right. But we call it Bang Brave Run. I can imagine them doing this. It's like It's the series is about this mecha series is about the first gay robot show. It's like the first gay ultra robot show. Actually, it's the first gay super robot, ultra gay super robot show. And they used Venom to promote this. I'm not joking. They're doing a crossover promotion of the movie for the new Venom movie that's coming out. The last, I think it's called, if I remember correctly, they're promoting it. They're helping promoting this film, the last hurrah that I believe this is the last time Venom will be done by a lot of people. And a lot of people are talking about the new Cutie Honey. Keep in mind, that's the other one that they're doing. The new Cutie Honey. Like, I know people were criticizing it because they're saying the boobs are a bit too big. Yeah, because the original Cutie Honey had, she was kind of skinny, and they decided to give her a much larger frame. Cutie Honey Nova, which is going to be something new. It's basically by Hobby Links Japan. Keep in mind, this is kind of Go Nagi. Like, I would like to see this as a toy. So this is what you're going to be expecting. Promising design. Like, people are literally reacting to this. It's a toy, but I don't blame her. Because this is going to be a model kit that they're going to do. I would buy this. Yeah. Tien. Yeah. I would buy this. This is actually pretty cool. A backpack. That would definitely be funny. I would buy this backpack. I would definitely buy this backpack. I would definitely buy this backpack. Oh yes, one of the original. Wow, that's in 4K too. And oh yeah, this is another news report. John Wick anime adaptation will be prequel feature film. It will show an impossible task that John had to do before retiring. John Wick. They're making an anime for John Wick. Let me see, what else? Oh yeah. Technicals made a Smash video from about a person that they believe was a scammer. It took them a long time to make this custom-made thing. She finally put out the whatchamacallit, custom-made shells for the Nintendo GameCube controllers. Yeah, and I remember these. These are GameCube controllers that Smash players use on tournaments. But of course, a lot of people are not happy because it took them like almost years and years, and while she was in Japan, like going to Korea and other places on vacation, and she had not put out the orders for a long time, and people are kind of upset with this person. Update: she sent the stuff, and of course, he's not happy with his controller. He destroyed the controller because it wasn't the one that he ordered. So yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the new Vampire Savers DLC, no exception, An Old Day to Castlevania is coming October 31st, which a lot of people are kind of, you can see right here they did an animated commercial for this. It's definitely interesting because I do like playing the game itself. I have the game myself, and people are talking about that one. Oh yeah, speaking of which, this is kind of funny. This is one of the videos that they did.
Dude asked how old I was, but he was morally correct. Fine-ass dude asked how old I was, but he was morally correct.
Yes, he was.
As opposed to what? God, please, it was only 2.5 years. Like, thankfully he is, because if not, it'd be a red flag. But also, why can't I just be older? The text implies that you were going after him, knowing that he was older. That's what it implies.
Dang.
What is wrong with you? Do you think this is cute? Do you think that this was a cute moment for you? Is this what you wanted to post today? Come on. Come on. Alright, it implies that if he was okay with you being underage, you would go after that thing. You would be I can't say it, but because what are you talking about? Really, say what you're saying out loud right now to yourself. A lot of you guys need to put down the phone and formalize your thoughts before you post. And people are saying, oh, I'm glad he didn't because it would be a red flag. You're glad he didn't because it would be a red flag? Not doing the dishes is a red flag. That's not a red flag. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you serious? Because what are we talking about? You guys need to stop. You guys need to think about the things that you are going to say on here, because I think you guys think this is a diary. I think that at least take this to Twitter. Like, I do not have time for this. Maybe it's a different thing if the guy is only a little bit older than you, but you're still a minor. But even then, it's better to be safe than sorry. But is this really...
Oh yeah, speaking of which, they have a new McDonald's. Oh yeah, that's fake, but this is fake. Yes, the spirit of Abe is in all of us. Yeah. I gotta admit, that's actually pretty cool. Oh man. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I had to repost this because it was actually a pretty good manga. They're putting out for free. Read Komodo. Akira Hirokawa, artist behind the Legend of Zelda manga, bringing a new series exclusive to Viz Manga. So he's giving out a free chapter. Yeah, so speaking of which, apparently PC Gaming Wiki page, the new information on the fixes, turns out Chronicles of Riddick had a patch update in a Russian website years ago, fixes the issues of the game refusing to reboot on modern graphics cards, so I mirrored it. So apparently someone actually discovered a way, and this is like an old fix that they did, because it uses, it turns out, it uses the OpenGL, which is kind of the thing that I remembered. OpenGL used to be really good back in the days, because I used to remember using OpenGL to hack into, not really hack into it, but basically tried to play Baldur's Gate 2, and I remember using Baldur's Gate to cheat, and I actually loved that game. Baldur's Gate was fun. It was fun, especially with a lot of stuff that happened. So let's go ahead and talk about what else there is. Oh yeah, Tactone isn't happy with with the situation with the drama that's happening. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's like a new indie game that I thought was kind of cool. This guy definitely made some really cool stuff with it. Oh yeah, here's another one. Hold on. I love that one. I love that one. It's funny as hell. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Call of the Night Season 2 is officially in production. I'm not joking. This has got to be a joke. This has to be a joke. It can't be real. It can't be real. Summer Harakoto died officially in production. This has to not be real. Map is tweeting about the Arabic. It wasn't something unexpected. It happened in 2024. So they're making Anamania Abu Dubai. So they announced it in Dubai. So Anamania in Dubai. So the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Witch anime movie in preparations according to the recent comments to the official sources. The movie includes part 5, the best episodes coming into theaters. Yeah, that's another thing like I was looking into. Tokyo Ghoul, arguably one of the best. Yeah, it was. December 13th, 2024. The movie's coming in theaters December 13th. So we got a key visual on the Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim. It's coming out December 13th. Uh-oh. That's another interesting news. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. New trailer released. I would like to watch this anime for some reason. Yes, that's confirmed. Duh. Motherfucker. Never kill yourself. Never kill yourself. I'll agree with that. Tokyo Ghoul author just asked about an anime remake in 2020. It's ready. I want to see it. I'll love to. Yeah, so they're making an anime remake of that anime. Japanese language expert fans translated, when is it ready? The author, which translates to, it's ready, not when it's ready. Okay, so they still haven't made it yet. They have to probably sell it first. Yes, we do believe promotional edited adaptations did get proper marketing when they announced it. Good thing. So let's see. Turned into a hentai. Sakamoto Days. I'm still waiting for that thing. Okay. Yeah, this is the Arabic version of it. Anime Tetsunami is kind of meh. Yeah, she got yeah. Definitely something I would see. Let's see. All right. Albino. Let's see. Ninja Gaiden. Remember that one. I played the original Ninja Gaiden. I know a friend of mine has it. It's definitely a good game to play. PSN Magazine, Crow Country. Crow Country is actually pretty good from what I heard. People really like it. 1973 to 2024. Wow, this guy really still likes this anime magazine. He really likes it. He owes his success to that anime, but he will not acknowledge that other anime. He will not acknowledge this one anime that I know that he hates so much, which I like, but unfortunately he hates it. For those who don't know, there is one anime he loves the most, and that is Manzinger. Manzinger. That's what he likes, but he will never acknowledge this one anime known as Dino Robo. He hates this anime. He will never acknowledge this anime. Why? Dino Mega Guy King. Like, he hates that anime. He hates that anime. And this was by Go Nagi. Like, Go Nagi hates this anime with a passion. And I had to buy it because it's one of my favorite animes. And I remember watching this anime because, keep in mind, they had this in Spanish. I know that for a fact. I would love to have this toy. Because I know they have like a giant version of the toy. This is like that's a 90s version, but this is like the early 2000s version of it. Wow. But I know they have like because as a part of the Starzinger, they have another, like, I know they released this as a kid show too. But I like the 70s version of it, which is not bad. But as far as I know, this series was not well liked. I know most people do not like Dino Mega Guy King. My friend told me that that I know Go Nagi created this, but he does not. He uncredited himself because he did not like that series. It wasn't well liked. The story wasn't well liked. I know that he uncredited himself because he did not like that series. People would probably ask him about it because I know he felt it wasn't in his best interest to make this series, but somehow this series was given like the best. Like, I'm not joking. This series managed to be successful. I'm not joking. Back in the 80s, this show became successful. The toys and everything, it was popular in the U.S. and in South, and even in Mexico and Puerto Rico. Why do I know that? Because I went to Puerto Rico, and my family loved that show. I remember my cousin had the Guy King like toy, and even the Mongzinger toy. Like, no joke, that show was a hit among kids. Even in New York City, it was a hit. But as far as I know, that's pretty much what's going on. Like, Jesus Christ. Let me see what else they have. Let me see what else they have for anime news, because this is kind of funny. Like, what's going on with Anime News Network? What are they doing? Lumina Third, Ultraman singer Nobunaga dies. Oh, ooh, that really hurts. Noboru Kimura dies at 72. Ooh, that hurts. That really hurts. We lost another talented person. Noboru Kimura announced on Monday the singer-songwriter died mid-October. He is 72. The account stated that Kimura had been undergoing medical treatment. He was known for Mir Kimetsu Ultra Machine Man, Sagata Shishiro. Oh yeah, Shishiro. Singer known for his best performance. Yeah, Sagata with Shishiro, which is the Sega mascot. No, that wasn't the Sega mascot. That was actually Sagata Shishiro. Shishiro Sagata. No. Ultraman. Thunderbirds 2086 and Mirakichu Ashima. Man, let's see, what was this one? Wow, Future Cop. He did those theme songs. I gotta see what other songs he did, because I know he did other songs. Da, da, da. Like he was known for a lot of good songs. Yeah, it is kind of sad that we lost a lot of good, talented people. Okay, so he was the writer for Healer Girl. He was known for Miyahime. Though that's another one that I seen. Code Geass, Risen Capture. He was the composer, composition, and screenplay. So Naoto Kimura was the credited for Rosen Capture. That's kind of sad, really. Composer for this one, for part 1, part 2. Oh yeah, he was the composer for that. He was also the composer for Solo Leveling. Oh, he was the writer for Gushing for Magical Girls. Let's go! Rest in peace, man. We love you. We love you, man. We're gonna miss you because we lost a talented writer. Gushing over Magical Girls, guys. This guy did it. He passed away, sadly. I don't know if this is the same guy, but he was a writer and actor, but he was also a composition, screenplay. Okay, so he was... I don't know if this is the right guy. Oh my god. That is sad. This guy was the head writer of Solo Lighting. The head writer, thanks to them getting the vision of Solo Lighting always. Kimura Nora, a singer of Lupin the Third. Okay, it was the singer or the writer, because they kind of probably mixed the two. Known as the writer of the series composition, screenplay, script, includes Solo Leveling. Okay, so is this the same guy or is it just the singer? Only nominated one reward. Is he the same person? Or does he do music, or did he do... I don't know. This is kind of confusing. You know, it's like the screenwriter of this show, but it's also the singer of Lupin the Third. Let's look up the singer. Japanese singer, songwriter, and composer, born in 1952. Okay, so he died on October 18th, which was last week, which is sad. And this is him. Taizo Man. He was known as... Okay, so variations of it. Singer, songwriter, composer. He was known for Lupin the Third. Holy crap. I mean, he did Ultraman. Okay, so he was responsible for the Ultraman 80 collection. He was also... Okay, so they need to make a correction. He was responsible for the Ultraman 80 collection, which a lot of people don't realize. Okay, so he released an album of Ultraman 80. He did 1979 Explosion Band with that. Okay, so his band was Tizen Man for Columbia Records. Okay, so this is kind of the stuff that he did. That's sad though. That's kind of sad though. He wrote only a few songs for it. Let Him Go. Ultraman 80. Like, they need to make a correction. He only did songs for Ultraman 80. Let's see. He did My Planet, The Invasion, Computer G, Millennium. Man, this guy did a lot of Secret School, The Chosen One. But Gearba, Ultraman 80. Blue Bond the Third, Love Is Everything. So that's what he did. So he did Ultraman 80. And they only mentioned he wasn't he only did Ultraman 80. They need to make a correction on that one. He actually did the Ultraman 80 soundtrack. He only released the Ultraman 80 soundtrack. So I guess they kind of performed a number of theme songs for Ultraman series throughout the years. Okay, that's fair. So he helped out a lot of people. And Tazament, like, this is kind of interesting enough that that's kind of sad though. So he made songs for those things. So I'm just trying to correct myself on this because I know I'm not perfect. Keep in mind, he did the Ultraman 80 series, which I did see that show before. It is about a teacher who basically ended up being a Ultraman by accident, and he was a school teacher. It's actually an okay series. I did watch it. Ultraman 80 is actually pretty good, I would say. He does make an amazing soundtrack. It's sad that we'll lose a talented person like him, because I did watch the series before. I didn't realize that was him that made the soundtrack. I thought he did the original the original 60s through the early on shows, but I can understand that he did the Ultraman show. So yeah, I'm just correcting myself because I know I make mistakes and I'm not perfect. Keep in mind, I know that I misread everything. I know most people are talking about like Doc Harris, which I already talked about several weeks ago. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at right now. So this is kind of the thing that I'm looking at right now. Let me see if anybody's in there. Yeah, it looks like my friends are not are not interested in watching this. So yeah, this is pretty much what's going on. So yeah, this is kind of what's going on. So I gotta share with my friends here. Just gotta share with my best buds here. Yeah, because I'm multi-streaming, as you can see. I'm really doing well for myself. Alright, let me go ahead and share this with my friends. General announcement. Oh boy. Just trying to share with my friends in Discord. Copy. Go ahead and put this in Discord because I know they're not interested in watching this. It's not a big deal, but yeah, a lot of people are talking about this stuff. What the heck does this have to do with? So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm trying to make sure I got it right. I know most people don't like this show. It's not like it's a big deal. Let me see what else is there. Because there's like so many things that are going on. Let me see. Ranma 1/2 episode 3, which it's already out. People are like criticizing that show. I know that. Pokemon's Company streams the 6th, 7th of new Pokemon episodes by Zeze's Update. So they're making a new Pokemon show. Great. Let's see what else they have. John Wick anime planned sequel, which I already know. Pokemon Fast channel launches on Pluto TV, which they probably are going to do the whole rerun of Pokemon shows. Okay, so the Crunchyroll adds Gridman Universe anime, which I think is a good idea. Shangri-La Season 2. Okay. What else do they have? Let's see. Let's see what we have. I gotta watch that Sword Art Online alternative online too. I gotta see that too. Cowboy Bebop creators next anime is his masterpiece. Acclaimed Shinichiro Watanabe is ready to add his legacy new action-packed sci-fi series. Shinichiro Watanabe is legend of the anime community. Yeah, he is, because Lazarus, which is coming out on Adult Swim. Okay. So, how did Cowboy Bebop become successful? I'll explain this to you guys. I actually originally watched the original Cowboy Bebop on VHS when it came out in stores when I was watching it. It did not come out on TV later on. That's when Cartoon Network decided to go with this whole Adult Swim stuff. And to be honest with you guys, I used to remember this store called Suncoast. I used to remember they used to sell animes at $30. I'm not joking. Back in the 90s. Suncoast used to be this video store that used to sell a whole bunch of stuff. They used to sell VHS tapes, DVDs, but due to the fact that the lack of sales didn't save it, it kind of didn't work out well for them. They kind of had to... I wish they would have had a discount sale so they could get rid of all the videos that they had. But every time they kept it low. They didn't keep any of the animes low. All the prices were very expensive. I understood why they did it, because they were trying to make as much money as possible with their show of animes, movies. They had it all in there. It didn't work out well for them. I can understand, but it was kind of how it was. It was the way it was that they did. But as far as I know, that's pretty much what I know about it, because they didn't sell well with their DVDs, but they sold well with their animes and such. Movies, TV shows, they had it on the store. And I always wanted to buy a bunch of TV shows and everything. Marshall, Muscle and Magic, and Exorcist the Anime air on Toonami. Great! From the Old Country Bowen to the Master Swordsman anime cast. Dr. Stone's science fiction anime first part debuts in January 21st. Okay, so this is called Science Future. So they're going to do the propeller plane thing, because it looks like he's on a boat. Would like to see him do the boat thing. Crunchyroll streams MF Ghost. Anime second season English dubcast. Okay, cool. Solo Leveling Reawakening film. So they're going to make a Solo Leveling, which I know people were criticizing this anime. But regardless, it's popular in Korea. In Canada, too. Keep in mind. I know this. I don't have a problem with Solo Leveling. I did watch the series. I can see that he was trying to do this whole revenge storyline, because people tried to kill him and abandon him. He didn't like player killers, because player killers were trying to level more. Which I thought it was a really good anime, as far as I know. You Are Miss Servant. Records reveals anime English dub. Would watch it. I've been killing slimes for 300 years. Maxed out to my second level 2. Anime reveals character. Blah blah blah. Okay, great. High Card Anime 25th episode streams on November 5th. Let's see. So High Card, I actually did watch this series. I'm kind of surprised that they're going to bring out another season of this series, because I am kind of surprised, considering that the High Card was actually pretty good. Let me see what this is. I haven't seen this one. This is probably from Hobby Links Japan, but I forgot which one it is. Ooh. Metoroid Take No Mizuki Shrine Maiden. Let's see what else they have. Armored Police Metal Jacket. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Oh, God darn her. Twin Drive Mode. Man, that's actually pretty good. God, for those who don't know what God darn is, I'll show you. It's this anime right here. In case you're wondering, it's this anime. It's this one, Go Donner. When he goes into into an ultra mode, which basically he destroys everything in his path. Great anime. If you want it, go get it at Hobby League Japan. They cut the price down to, let's see, how much does it cost now? Yen to US dollar. 39. That's like $40, which ain't bad though. I would probably buy it. Considering that the market for the yen is pretty bad. I do feel bad. I understand the Japanese are kind of pissed off with foreigners showing up in the country. It's pretty bad. I get it, because the yen is so cheap right now that people are kind of fed up with foreigners showing up in the country. That's been happening lately, and I get it. Like, they don't like the behaviors that certain foreigners do. And yeah, it's getting to that point. So Nanners gets banned for playing this game, but Twitch allows this. I feel bad for Nanners. Nanners will forever be remembered as the one who slapped it the hardest. I did this to you. I'm sorry. You're reading this by any chance. I'll do anything in my power to make it up. I know it's not much, but I have my gratitude for playing my dumb game. Oh my god, don't worry. Thank you so much for making a game that gave me literally hours of hearty laughs and carpal tunnel. So yeah, professional butt guy, Blender. Yeah, he made this game. Apparently, Nanners got into trouble for a butt slapping game. I'm not joking. That's pretty much what's going on. I can't believe that this happened. I'm not joking. This is butt slapper. Emilio's butt slapper. I'm not joking. This game exists, and apparently they banned a person for making a game called Butt Slapper. I'm not joking. This does exist. This is the game in question, and there's a game called Butt Night. But here it is. It's free. Oh, so he actually made a game that is free to play, and it gives you so much comfort on a desktop. Like the man who made this, Emilio Arts, didn't just make this game. He made Desktop Pets. He made Butt Slapper. And yes, to be announced. This is his other sort of project that he's doing. I gotta admit, this is hilarious. All because of one game called Butt Slapper. And I'll probably get banned for this. I don't give a shit. I'm not. I'm just reporting this. Keep in mind, this is the game that that got a lot of attention. So Nanners is banned from Twitch for playing this game, and I think it's unfair. But I'd kind of agree with the person's point on this because of the fact that you ban a person for playing this game. Not only that, you got upset about this. Oh yeah, there's another one that happened. I did see this one before. I thought it was kind of funny.
Look, it's not gonna happen, Hanukkah Town. I just can't see myself dating.
Hey. Hey.
She really...
Nanners got banned.
Huh?
Nanners
got banned.
I gotta be honest. Whoever's in charge of Twitch, I'm
Get
just
out of my
saying
house!
they having
Look,
their
it's not
staff
gonna
might be cloud predators and
No, she got banned for a game.
really,
Yeah, called Butt Slappers.
my God, I don't know what's going on with Twitch lately.
Yeah, that's what happened. Apparently, this game called Butt Slappers was created by this game named Armilio, who is a Blender artist, and he created this game. It was free to play, and what happened was,
I know. I see. She got banned for playing it.
yeah. So they're pretty upset. People are pretty upset about this because it's unfair. Because of the fact that people are talking about the mods being unfair with her. I don't think she deserved that. She was just having fun with it. And it wasn't like she was like saying, "Oh, you could buy it." Like, this game is free. It's not a game that influences people to slap. We know what the difference between reality and fiction is.
Yeah, and they're thinking it's harassment, but it doesn't look like harassment.
Yeah, it's just a butt. Like, whose butt is it?
Yeah.
Tell me, which one of you people who on Twitch is an expert in butts? Are you an expert in butts? Let me ask you a question. Are you guys experts? Which ass is this belong to? Tell me. I need to know. Because you don't know. You're not giving Nanners the explanation as to whose butt is she slapping.
Yeah.
Is this butt hers or is it someone else's? I'm asking you because this is kind of the thing.
Yeah, and I'm just asking them that, look, do you really think it's this someone's butt or is just some random butt, of course, since honestly, like...
Yeah, because it's just a game. It's just a game that basically is about slapping butts. And I can't help but laugh at this because this is so hilariously funny.
I don't know why someone's upset over fictional butts, but yet, those OnlyFans thoughts, like they're just showing their butts getting slapped. they're
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah, I'll show you another one. This is another thing that happened. The VTuber out of context got apparently.
it's not gonna-
What's her name? Bale, or what her name is? The
rat VTuber.
yeah, the rat Hoko Bales.
Sales, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of got upset over the fact that over the whole comment that in Yakuza she was playing Yakuza 3, the story of dads.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I just can't see myself dating a black guy comment from Renoa. And she was like, "Get out of my house. Get out of my house." And someone actually showed a context of what happened next. I thought it was a really good story because what happened was Renoa has like this skin burn or birthmark on her arm, and these people were making fun of her.
Yeah.
And were making fun of her, and he went back and tried to fight back against them because they were hurting her, and he considered the kid in question, Mitsuo, that's the black kid. And it was actually a really interesting story. Like, this is the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, but people thought it's racist, but the racist word is kind of like it's overrated and it's dead.
Yeah, because she had a burnt mark.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything settled because, you know, I'm getting ready to stream very soon. So, you know, I'm just here for a bit anyway. So, I'm just going to play a few short horror games before, you know, I start streaming, then go to bed, then I have to wake up to do a yap stream.
Yeah. Yeah, because he likes this girl, Renoa.
ごめん。でも別にアートをつけてたわけじゃなくて、通りかかったら偶然。大丈夫か?
Yeah, because she had like a burn mark. She was very insecure about that burn mark.
気持ち悪くないの?
何を?
やけど。
そんなの全然だよ。そりゃ
She had
リ
like
オナ
a
にとっ
burn
ては
mark
大
scar.
きな悩みかもしれないけど。
Yeah, where? Is it on her face?
No, on her arm.
Oh.
And in the Yakuza series, they kind of explained. They had us explain the context of what happened, of what was going on, because she felt she couldn't date a black guy. Mitsu happens to be black.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't look black.
Yeah, he actually is black, but they do have Africans in Japan.
I know, but you know, sometimes you know how the character like in color tones, like we all know, like when people.
Yeah, they have like different pigmentations of Asians. I know.
Yeah,
and the fact that they kind of refer to Mitsuo as a black guy. He's the boy who likes her is in an orphanage. It was taken aback from her standards. She was proven wrong, and 10 minutes later, find better friends, Renoa. Damn it, I love the Yakuza series. Yeah, because the guy actually did care enough to be friends with her. It wasn't like it was a sexual thing. He felt angry because they went after her injury that she had a long time ago, which was, and of course in the end they hugged and made up, which I thought it was like you can see right here in this clip. And she said she was sorry.
どうしたの?
Yeah.
because she didn't realize, she didn't realize how much of a good person this kid is,
Yeah.
and that's what a real friend is about. Like, it doesn't matter what color of skin they are. It matters enough that because Renoa denied liking Mitsu because he was black. Really gets my goat. Like,
Yeah.
kid,
Do we get
TF is wrong with you. Yakuza
and the
literally
point?
had the best character writing I've seen in the game. Yet, because that's how they should address racism.
Yeah.
At first, she didn't like Mitsu, but she found out that Mitsu was a very good person by saving her, because they discriminated her because of her injury of a burn that she had in her arm. And Mitsu
Yeah.
came in and tried to stop it because he felt it was the right thing to do, because they were hurting her and making her cry. Because despite Mitsu really did care for her.
Yeah.
Mitsu really did care for Renoa. And the fact that that's how they addressed it in Yakuza 3. Not
Yeah.
everyone, if they actually address this as a way to address racism, that's how you should write a story. But unfortunately, some people can't write good stories like that anymore because, oh, that just brings out the worst narrative in people.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But I'm gonna say this, like, if I make my own storyline, it's not, it doesn't care about the race whatsoever, but
Yeah.
about, the character, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like, let's say this, like, look, if the main character is Hispanic and the yandere character is basically some rich white girl
Yeah.
wants to go after him, the whole deal.
So you would date a rich white girl?
Now I'm just saying character words.
Character
aside
words.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fact that Mitsu and Renoa were, like, Mitsu was denying her very nature that she didn't want to date a black guy, but when
Yeah,
the moment she was proven wrong 10 minutes later by her friends, who somehow weren't really her friends, they were just making fun of her injury that she had for her shirt that she had, because she doesn't
Yeah.
want to wear, she doesn't like to wear, she has to block off that insecurity that she had in her own arm.
Yeah.
Because it was a burn mark. And I can understand, because my mom suffered third-degree burns on her arm in the past. And she had that injury. And I used to remember my mom told me about it, because she showed me her when I asked her about her injuries on her arm. She told me that she suffered from third-degree burns and she had to cover it up. I remember she told me that people were disgusted by those things. And
Yeah.
this kind of tells a really good story by the way that they did it in Yakuza 3. It's just a shame that you can't write good stories like that about the up and coming struggle of what a character does. And it's like, this is kind of the thing that funny. Like, Yakuza literally has the best character writing I've seen in a game, yet because there are better written games than Yakuza 3.
Yeah.
But they did do it. Like, Isha takes up the notch by talking about foreigners showing up in Batsumu era Japan, and one side of the welcomes them. Nationalists, oh hell no, go back to your country, good lord.
Yeah, that's kind of really stupid because, to be honest, do I really care about people's race? No, I'm
Yeah,
talking about people's characters.
because she doesn't deserve his kindness, but she's better appreciating the fuck out of him for all the time they spend together. Oh, absolutely, but the man Kasuka and Kiri forgives murderers and bigots, but after beating them to a pulp to change their ways. So for the kids, they learn their own way to forgive S&D. Okay, so that's probably forgive and support each other. It's kind of the theme in every
Yeah.
game of because this is according to people that talk about this game.
Yeah. That's the truth. And people don't realize, look, not everyone, let's say this, not everyone is like, oh, they hate this person or whatever. It has to do with character, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
even though the story was at first she was racist, she didn't feel like dating a black guy. She was wrong
it's,
the black guy defended her from the crying and the bullying that she subjected herself to by her own
yeah,
friends that turned out to be not her friends, but they basically unlocked showed her arm, like the injury of her arm, and saying, "Oh, gross, that's disgusting." And
yeah,
that was basically a burn mark that she suffered from by the looks of it. And it is kind of sad that that happened.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this, look, if you're making a good story, like, look, that like when someone's trying, try to be in a way, but they don't know in real life, like, almost try to be, let's say this in reality aspects, like,
Yeah,
oh, like a liberal have an issue with conservative, then what happened is a conservative try to protect the liberal, and the whole deal, then they both, again him they'll both make up anyway.
yeah. It's not a matter of like people. They try to address this in Yakuza 3 about racism, and it's like, look, the kid basically defended her when no one else did. And I do
Yeah,
feel bad. I do feel bad. Like, she was super insecure about her own freaking skin. Mitsu, the boy who likes her in the orphanage, was taken aback from her standards, and she was proven wrong 10 minutes later. Find better friends,
yeah,
Renoa. Damn it, I love Yakuza series for hitting. Like,
yeah.
that was kind of what the whole message was like, you're
I would
you
think
had
about
a
playing
you
the Yakuza series if I have the game.
Yeah, I have like the only game that I have is Yakuza, like from PlayStation 3,
Yeah.
was Yakuza Dead Souls. I try to play it via streaming, but YouTube made like Sega made a copyright strike on that game because I remembered the game wasn't very popular as a series. It was
Oh,
cheesy because it was basically about undead, but it did have some bugs and everything. That was the reason why
yeah.
it didn't do so well, because I know Sega tends to, whenever they have a new game out, they tend to block the old game.
Removing history.
Yeah, because they kind of like want everyone to focus on the new game so the new game could sell, because the old game
Yeah.
doesn't sell for them.
Yeah. Oh, Freedom Wars Remastered is coming for the PS5, but they
Yeah,
should bring it to the PC.
they can.
Because, I like Freedom Wars. I played the PSP version. No, the PSP, the PS Vita version.
Yeah, it's actually coming out. Let's see. Kaleidoscope Phantom Prism announced it for PS4 and Switch.
And
Japan box
to
from
be
for
honest,
yeah,
to
it's
be
only in
honest,
Japan.
with Freedom Wars, like my partner character, I
Hmm.
kind of did with the situation that, let's say this, I did the BE on her.
Let's see what else
You
are
know what
they
I
trying
mean?
to do. So what is with Bandai ruining the box arts with all their excessive text? Listing the publisher is fine, but this other stuff is necessary because it's an IP license from Sony.
Yeah. Let me continue on saying about with Freedom Wars, right?
Yeah.
Like, like my partner character, I kind of did create her, but I did a BE on her. Was a BE
Hmm.
like, yeah, big.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I have my partner with big.
Yeah. You want that one. I get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
she's taller than me.
oh wow. So that's what they're trying to do. With the big yeah, Japan has like the big text thing.
Well. Oh
Beta
well, if I
2
get
released 10
Freedom
years ago.
Wars, if I get Freedom Wars remastered on PC, I am basically gonna make my female partner character look like the VTuber I know, the purple
Okay.
hair one,
Okay.
or the green hair.
Yeah, so Biohazard 3 for PS5. Physical editions for for Resident Evil 2, 3, and the Gold Edition are dropping December 26th in Japan. What the? Okay, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the Z version of Biohazard Re 3, Re 2. Okay, so these are the RE engine ones that they're gonna come out with.
Anyways, it's 11:30, so I'm gonna start streaming anyway.
Okay, you go ahead and have fun, enjoy yourself, man. I'm gonna probably end the stream
Alright.
soon.
It's short, right?
Yeah, it was a short stream. I'm probably gonna get off soon because
Yeah.
this is kind of what's going on. I know I don't know what's going on with Red. I know Red's been he probably is going somewhere. I hope he's okay because I'm kind of worried about him.
Yeah, just pray for him. That's the only way you could do it.
Yeah, I will. I hope he's okay because I'm kind of worried that he's somewhere. Okay, so Gundam Namco trademarks the Battle Destiny in Japan.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
they're making a battle. They're making a Gundam fighting another fighting game.
And yet, they kind of bring in one of the Neptunia games back to the Switch port, which is Epic Devotion.
Yeah.
Alright, since I already got the PC version and the Vita version, but I'm not sure if I want to get the Switch version, but I'm fine with it anyway.
Monster Hunter Wilds will open beta tests on October 28th and to the 30th for PlayStation Plus members.
Anyways, I'll see you later, right?
All right, you too, man. You take care. So that's what's going on. All right, you take care. Bye-bye. All right, let me see what else they have. Cursed Expedition updated now available. Let me see. Double Dragon Revive playable characters. Wow, that's what they have. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off right now. You guys have a good day. I'm gonna probably get out of here. I know most people are excited about a lot of things that are going on. Will be physical edition distributed to PM Studios. Game Science. What is this? Alan Wake 2 Anniversary Update launches in... Okay, Rebel Wolves and Bandai Namco. Dark Fantasy Action RPG Dawnwalker published in... Okay, so what's this game called? What does this game look like? Built in Unreal Engine. A dark fantasy narrative sandbox action RPG set in medieval Europe. Built in... Okay. That sounds like a great idea. But what is this Dawnwalker stuff? Son of a bitch. Alright. See if anybody's out there. How's it going? I'm just trying to do a live stream. I gotta I'm gonna probably send this over to somebody else. I don't know. But as far as I know, this is what's going on. Dark Fantasy RPG. Let's see. They don't show it. Man. Go Home Annie. Another sequel to Go Home. Alright. You guys, I'm going to probably get off. Thank you for watching. Anyways, I'm going to probably transition over to this thing. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone. Leave a like, dislike, comments down below. And tell me what you guys think, because I got to get out of here. You guys take care. I love you all. Thank you. Good night. I'm out. Peace.